Well, it's not a very scenic day. It's day 55. We've already ridden 5 miles or 6 miles and had lunch. Had a few wrecks. It was very timbered where we came out this morning for the first 6 miles or so. And then I think we're about 6 miles from Rabbit Ears Pass and Highway 40. So anyway, I rode Firefly today. She's enjoying a break from being a pack horse. Pack. Clara's got Cindy's horses. So anyway, I'm pretty tired today. It was so cold yesterday. I think I wore myself out staying warm, and it's been really cold at times today and somewhat warm. It's about 70 right now. It's perfect. Oh yeah, that, and at 3 a.m. we were surrounded by coyotes last night that were all screeching and howling and yipping at Hattie there. I think Hattie gave up on barking back at him because they wouldn't quiet down anyway. And Ruby there, we put some salt blocks out and she spent the entire night digging on them. Instead of licking them, she dug them. So I have like all kinds of pieces of salt in a bag now. I don't know how Ruby does it. She doesn't sleep at all at night. She walks around her tent. So anyway, not very good sleep. I hope I get good sleep tonight because I think we have about 7 to 10 miles on Highway 40 to get to this ranch that we were invited to stay at, leave the horses at while we go to my nephew's wedding for a few days. And it was also Hunter's birthday today, so that's my son. We called him and sang him happy birthday for lunch at lunchtime, and can't wait to see him and take him out for his birthday. And he just turned 16. Anyway, hopefully we get close to the highway and find a camp because we'll have a long day tomorrow. Well, the 2 pack horse wrecks today. The first one was Jack and Nifty. We packed them today instead of riding them. And I actually think Nifty has it out for Jack. Those are my friend Cindy's horses. Actually, last night, Nifty decided to go between the tree and Jack. And Jack was tied to the tree. Nifty was just loose grazing, and he totally knocked down Jack and hogtied him somehow on the ground. We had to go save Jack. He was not hurt or anything. And then today, Jack stepped over his rope on one of his hind legs over Nifty's rope. We don't put Nifty in front of anyone because he kicks at people, kicks at horses, I mean. We don't want anyone to get hurt, so he's in the back. Anyway, it's kind of funny because Jack decided just to lay down and give up. We were able to get Nifty undone. We ran, the baling twine hasn't made very good breakaways because it breaks away if a horse tosses its head. So now we're using shoelaces almost for breakaways, and that works better because they're thicker. It takes a little bit more to break away. And the other thing about Jack, he's the Appaloosa of Cindy's that we are borrowing. So the other night, after our cold, windy day, he woke me up at about 1 a.m. because he was trying to get into our tent. All I could see was this imprint of a horse head. And it scared me because I thought it was Ruby, and I thought if Nifty or whoever was going after Ruby would just run over the tent and kill us with her giant feet. So I scrambled and opened the tent door and looked out, and it was Jack, and with a big old grin on his face. So I did end up getting up and tying him up, and then I had to tie Ruby up because she is in heat and decided she was in love with Nifty, and they were in a kicking battle, and I think that is probably why Jack woke me up the other night. But anyway, the legend of the Appaloosa is that the natives that originally bred and raised them won every battle they ever fought, because by the time they arrived up the battle on their Appaloosas, they were mad enough to kill anyone. And the other wreck we had, Sassy stepped over Ruby's rope, and she had a total fit about it. So I'm thinking Sassy's never going to be a wagon horse. She just cannot keep her cool when things are going bad. She had her orange panniers off. She was laying on the ground, and she still wanted to jump up. And luckily, Shane had a good hold of her, because she would have taken off. And Sassy taking off with her plastic orange panniers is like killer Sassy. Me and Firefly were looking for, we ran off into the woods to get out of the trail, because I did not want to get hit by those. But anyway, Shane kept her under control. She ended up laying down. We got her undone. So anyway, those were the wrecks. There's Jack in the middle back there. Nifty is the buckskin in the back with the pack on. When the girls at work found out I was doing this trip, they wanted to know what we were going to do when we got our period. So if you're a guy, you don't need to watch any more of this. But anyway, the thing that I found works the best is a menstrual disc, and that thing's great. It works really well. It doesn't really leak except for on a really heavy day, and then I have a pad on. But you only have to clean those out every 12 hours. And don't tell Shane, but in between, you can sanitize them by boiling them for like 6 minutes in water. And, we only have one pot to boil stuff in, so it's sanitized too. But either way, I think that's the way to go. Those things are reusable. It's not like, I can't feel it when I'm riding. And it's way better than all the disposable stuff, because I don't want to carry a bunch of pads. I don't want to carry a bunch of tampons. And that disc works really well. So I recommend that. There's also a cup, but I found that thing leaks, and it's really hard to get it in the right spot. So anyway, for the girls that want to know how to handle that on a pack trip, get one of those. The good one's about $30 off Amazon. And I haven't tried a cheaper one. I don't think they're as good, but I think you can get them for as low as $10 at Walmart. Here's a pretty spot. Well, we're almost to Highway 40, so I think we're going to stop and camp down at this lake down here. It's pretty now. There's a lake way out there. I think we'll be camping somewhere close to here by the lake, maybe. Because just beyond the lake is Highway 40.